There's no place like home. There's no place.
Home. Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you.
Well, hi there, and welcome to Hour 2 of Home Wizards, where we love to help improve your home and improve your life. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, I'm Eric Stromer, everybody.
How you doing? How's that yard of yours?
Oh, here's the problem. You know what I did? I got ambitious, and I decided to really kind of do a big spring cleaning, and it was actually motivated by our show last week. And so, I rented a huge dumpster, 25 yard, for about $280, and guess what? It's full.
Good.
It's absolutely full, and stuff that you would never in a million years think was on the premises or on the property. It just shows you how much you can pare down if you really give it a shot. So if you're going to do something like this and take it on, you can call any of these dumpster services. They'll drop it off for a couple $100, and for a whole week you get to have this big, huge container. You throw everything out you can. Take no prisoners. Don't let the kids be around while you're doing it, because they kept trying to carry stuffed animals back into the house. I had to actually do this while they were at school.
Oh, my husband does that. No, you're not throwing that away. Well, there's so many spring cleaning things. In fact, a little later in the show, we have, I was inspired to put together a montage of spring cleaning songs. So we're going to get to that. But how about first, we were talking about ground cover. How about some things in the yard to walk your way through the garden to the front door, or somewhere else in the patio? I'm talking about stepping stones.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I did a really nice patio off to the side of my house, free-forming these shapes out of bendable wood and then pouring concrete in the center of them. So they really look amazing, and you can do this so simply and easily, even if you just want to do a circular shape and then embed it, almost like you're decorating a chocolate chip cookie. It's very, very simple to do.
Oh, okay. Well, have you ever made handmade, not cookies, but stepping stones? I mean, I'm talking about, with concrete and with molds.
I sure have, yeah.
Yeah?
I absolutely have, and I'll tell you, it's very, very easy to do. All you have to do is get yourself a bag of something like Quikrete is a great option. It's about $2 for a 60-pound bag, and that'll make you approximately, I would say, 10 to 15 stepping stones that are about a foot in diameter if they're circular. And all you have to do is, in an area, maybe a dirt area on your property or even a piece of old scrap plywood, get yourself some sort of a form, and you can use bendable wood or masonite or something that bends easily, and you create the shape that you want to use, and you can either stake that shape off in the lawn by putting little tiny sticks to hold that shape in place, or you can, if you want to do a circle, you would just take a piece of bendable material and then fasten it on the ends to each other, so you have that circular shape. And then you mix up your concrete with just water. It literally is just exactly like mixing cake batter. You take a 5-gallon bucket or a wheelbarrow, you put your bag of cement in there, and then you add the water, and you mix it until it's like a thick peanut butter consistency. Make sure that you wear a respirator and that you have gloves, because sometimes the cement can hurt your skin a little bit if your hands are in it too much. And then go ahead and form it into the center of that shape that you create, and then as it's setting up, you can embed into that stepping stone either your handprints or marbles, or maybe you're on a trip to the Caribbean or some sea
shells
area.
Yeah,
you want to get some shells or anything that you can think of to kind of adorn each individual stone with its own personal signature of creativity. And it's really cute. I had my kids each do one, and they personalized it, and then those are in our garden as little stepping stone areas. And guess what, by the way?
What?
Eric Stromer's going to put between them now.
What? Some ground covers.
Oh, some ground covers.
Some chocolate chip.
Maybe the chocolate chip, yeah.
Or maybe some silver kisses, or who knows?
Yeah, and if you go to an art store or a craft.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you. They have some pre-made kits, and I'm wondering what's the benefit to that versus going completely homemade. I mean, because we're talking. There's also a way to get some saucers, whether it's a plastic planter saucer, right, to make your mold.
Yes, exactly. These kits will actually provide you with all the things that I spoke of before to create the forms and the shapes, and it's kind of a stepping stone in a bag kind of a situation.
But how about
And
using an
also
old cake pan? I mean, can you use your own cake pan?
You could, absolutely. It'll definitely scratch any kind of Teflon coating that's on it. So you might want to use something older, that you don't care so much about. But yes, you can absolutely use any form that you can imagine. Think
an old pizza box.
Yeah, exactly. Think about if you're making, a sand castle on the beach.
Yeah.
Anything that would form the sand will do the same thing with cement. And so you want to have something that's easily manageable, not too heavy. Obviously, if it's for kids, a little bit smaller. And that's kind of the advantage of the stepping stone in a bag. It gives you enough material for one stepping stone, so you'd have to probably buy 3 or 4, depending on how many kids you have. If you're the Waltons, you'd have to have 12.
Yeah, but I like the idea. I like the idea of everyone getting to decorate their own stepping stone in your family. A great family project, and customizing it. Making it really sentimental. And
yeah, it's really sweet. I mean, it gives everybody sort of a memento of the day. They can adorn it, obviously, with their name and their handprints or their footprints or anything like that, and then carve their initials. And who doesn't love to find a brand new, freshly poured concrete driveway and scribe your name in it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've probably done it 300 times in my life.
Now, for some more of the embellishments, some other ideas, how about if you had not only the shells, but beach glass? Because sometimes you'll find, little pieces of glass along the beach that you might have saved, or beads. Those are kind of cool things.
And the beach glass, too, they also sell at the craft stores. And also I found a source online that you can find beach glass if you want to buy it in bulk, and it's really pretty. It's a lot smoother, obviously, and it gives you that look of, I've just stumbled upon this amazing bottle that's washed up on the sea in the Caribbean somewhere. And what they do is they'll take glass and then they tumble it in a machine, and it knocks off all the rough edges.
So
it gives you that opaque look to
It's not going to hurt you, and it gives it that, like you said, that kind of creamy look. And if we did want to write into the concrete stepping stones, should we use like a popsicle stick as our tool?
Yeah, you could use a popsicle stick or a little bit larger stone, a little bit larger stick that you might find on the ground, or even a pencil works. The tip will probably break off, but it'll give you the same control that you would have with a pencil to write your name in something. And when you do write your name in the cement, you definitely want it to be set up just a little bit. It's going to come up on either side of the line that you etch into the concrete, and then you can just brush that off later when it sets up. Don't worry about making it too perfect, otherwise you'll start smearing it.
Mm-hmm. And if we wanted to, we could also, go really crazy with our little stepping stones. Why not have it a tribute to your alma mater? You know what I mean? Or anything, or your pet.
It can be a family crest. You know what else is a great idea too? You can wet an area in your garden that is soft soil, and then put your foot in it, like press your foot deep into the earth about 2 inches over.
Oh, so it looks literally like stepping feet.
Exactly. And
Bigfoot.
Take your foot out, and then pour the cement mixture into that little area there, and you'll get your feet in the cement stone. It's cute.
Love it.
And then you can have those sort of walk you into an area, even though they're above ground, or you can flip them upside down so the soles of the feet are the little areas that walk you into the garden.
How about using leaf stepping stones, where you're almost using a leaf as the design? Could you put a leaf?
Yeah, that's cute too. Yeah. I've definitely seen that. Any shape that you can conceive of that's an outline of the shape that you're trying to achieve is something that you can do with these stepping stones.
Very fun.
And again, they can be pretty much as big as you can make them. I have some on my side patio that are probably 2.5 feet in diameter, and they're very strangely oblong shapes and all sorts of different dimensions. So you don't have to be confined to just one little area. It just depends on how much material you want to mix.
Okay. Well, and if you do want to get the pre-made or the pre-gathered kit, they're about $20, I think, at some of the craftsy stores.
Actually, a little bit less, probably more like $16. But affordable, great gift for
something you can do today.
Kids you could do it right now.
Right. Well, not now.
Great for kids' parties.
You got to wait like a little bit longer because we have more things we want to talk about. You can do it while we're talking to you. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about another great project, and this is right up your alley area. We're going to paint the front door, right? And not only how to do it, but some really wow color ideas. Yeah,
it's a great way to immediately change the look and feel of your home, just one door at a time. It's a great option for this weekend.
And I think if you get to the theory of color in terms of what is the color of the bones of your house, the roof, the trim and so forth, that's going to give you the answer in terms of the color that your door can be or could be, right?
That's exactly right.
Home Wizards, Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole, we're here to help improve your home and improve your life. We're back in a moment on KFWB News Talk 980.